tonight, a date is finally set. Nearly 3 years after Joe Clyde Daniels went missing, the judge today scheduled the trial.
The 5-year-old's body, of course, has never been found, but as News Channel 5's Nick Barris tells us, Joe Clyde's father and mother will have their day in court, accused in their son's death.
The much anticipated trial is scheduled now to begin on June 1st in Dickson County. That will be 3 years after Joe Clyde disappeared from his home without a trace. So many have wondered, what's the delay in seeking justice for Joe Clyde? There were legal challenges, then the pandemic shut down criminal trials, but things will resume this spring, and Judge David Wolfe added the Joe Clyde case to the docket.
If we started it on June the 1st, could we not finish it by June the 11th?
I believe we could.
Joe Clyde vanished from his home in Dickson on April 4th of 2018. His father, Joseph, here on closed-circuit television from Riverbend Prison, is charged with homicide. He's represented by Jake Lockhart. Joseph, now with much longer hair, confessed to killing his son, but recanted, claiming he was coerced. Joe Clyde's mother, Krystal, is charged with aggravated child neglect. She is represented by Mike Flanagan. At a hearing today, the judge set a trial date, and the defense also asked him to lift the gag order.
All right, I've reviewed your motion. Essentially, you're asking to be allowed to make comments to the public regarding the defense theory of the case.
Joseph's attorney wants to counter the prosecution narrative made in court that his client killed his son when no body has ever been found.
There is strong evidence that he could still be alive.
Lockhart says talking about a defense theory that the child was perhaps abducted would even the playing field.
Then that could help set aside this public sentiment of wanting to hang my client and Mr. Flanagan's client from a tree.
The judge says he will rule on the gag order motion in April. Until then, the attorneys cannot talk publicly about the case. And remember, the jury for this trial will be brought in from outside Dickson County. The judge will say from where, perhaps Knoxville, in April. Nick Barris, News Channel 5.
All right, Nick, thanks. And depending on the pandemic, the state Supreme Court could issue another delay for the trial. But if not, it will begin Tuesday, June 1st. And of course, we plan to cover this trial gavel to gavel on the News Channel 5 network. Well, from his disappearance almost 3 years ago to the ongoing developments in court, we've been closely tracking this case as thousands of people wait to learn exactly what happened to Joe Clyde. A jury will be brought in from outside Dickson County to hear the case. If you want updates sent straight to your phone, download the News Channel 5 app.